you been told why you were ejected?
Nope, I have not. Honestly, I don't know. You know, the scruff, whatever you want to call that, is what it is. You know, it's really at a point now where the referees are allowing, especially like tonight, like the referees are allowing this to get out of hand. Like, you know, we're playing through contact, and you know we're competitors. Like both teams, you know, you play through contact, you talk shit, you do whatever, but at some point, it's continuing to build, and you can sense that. You know what I mean? And it's like you got to draw the line early. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're going to get situations like that where we feel like we're in a situation where we could possibly come back and then you eject three key guys. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, have this energy in the first quarter. Like, you know what I mean? It's inconsistent, you know, with the officiating as far as, you know, the contact. Like, you know, what's good, what's not good, playing through things, and then it's built up frustration for us. And, you know, and it goes both ways. You know what I mean? Like, that's really where I'm at, like, mentally, you know, being able to play through contact. You know, I work on that all the time, but it's like, you know, the point where guys can't finish the roll, or guys are getting hit on screens, or guys feel like there's contact. You know, it alters shots, it alters different things, there's turnovers, and, you know, I haven't really said much all year about it, but it's like tonight, you know, tonight it showed. You know, and if you establish the ground early and understand, like, this is where we're calling things, you know, then we don't get to this point. You know what I mean? That's what it is for me. Like, whatever on the other shit, like, it's like, man, like, at a point, you know, you got to be able to, you know, I'm getting fouled, guys are getting fouled, and then you start hitting people, and it goes back and forth, and then you get to a point where it's like this. Like, that shouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? Like, that should have been taken care of in the first quarter. You know, draw the line early. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just built up frustration. That's all that is. Ain't nothing else. It's just built up frustration. So, yeah.
Is that frustration on the calls? Is it frustration like game to game, right, and then also like within one game? Right.
You know, and I will say this. I'm not going to put the fact that we lost the game on that solely. We did a lot of things that we could fix. We had a rebound. There's a lot of things that we didn't do correct. So, like, I don't want that to distract from things that we have to work on as a group. But I will say there are times where we feel like, you know, we're not getting calls or certain things. It's from game to game, you know what I mean? But tonight especially, it stands out to me because it's like that could have been taken care of in the first half, you know, and then to have the answer be, oh, yeah, you did get fouled. Well, what does that do for me at the halftime? What does that do for me in the third quarter? What does that do for me in possession after I've turned it over and they hit a three? You know what I mean? It doesn't do anything for us. You know, it's like, yeah, you were right. Okay, like, that's an easy way out. And at some point, you know, we're getting held accountable for our actions, rightfully so. That's cool. But at the same token, they got to as well. You know, and I feel like that for me is and for a lot of us, you know, is just where the frustration lies. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but yeah.
Are you guys, are you as players feeling the effects of the sharp contrast from the way the league has been calling games to the way the league is calling games right now? Or is there a sharp contrast?
Like I said, it varies, but, like, you know, you just gotta be able to adapt to it. But it's I wouldn't put that on why we're not shooting well or our shooting percent or our assist numbers are down. I wouldn't put it solely on that. Like, you know, we have strong guys, tough guys who continue. Like, we work out and put ourselves in situations so we're ready to play through contact. But I'm not gonna put all that on the changing of the calls. You know, I don't think that's, you know, we've at the end of the day, what, we 8-4. Like, you know, we won games, you know, doing that. So it's not about that for us. I think just the consistency is the one thing I will say. You know, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that just goes uncalled, and then it ends up like this, you know. That could have been avoided. That's my biggest thing. Like, that whole thing could have been avoided, you know, if things were, you know, whether it's called on us or called on them. I'm not at, you know what I mean? Like, just draw the line early, you know, as opposed to letting shit build up for game to game, quarter to quarter, and then you get to a fourth where we're making a push or whatever, and the bigs are battling, and then, you know, you get that. So
you were pretty boisterous in defending Rudy there, and you're you know, getting held back and whatever else. Why was that? Was there something that was said, or was there something that, you know, was it just the fight between the two? Or
no, I mean, honestly, I didn't even see what really happened. I just, you know, I know Myles, I know Rudy. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, what are we, like, you know what I mean? And, like, what are we doing? And that's where I got mad at. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to always stick up for my teammates. That's not going to change, you know, and I just got in the sense because it's like I said, a lot of that could have been avoided. It's just built up frustration, you know, and that's a situation where it just let out. You know, I don't I don't regret doing it. I think it kind of set a tone where it's like, okay, we got hit in the face. With this game. Before all that happened, they were doing things where I think they had as many offensive rebounds as we had defensive rebounds. Like we were doing so many things, not the right way, and we could have done a lot of things that prevented that. But when I say that, I mean the rebounds. So for me, it was a lot of different things that just built up, and I'm just gonna have my teammates back. So that's what it is.
It seemed like you maybe had someone kind of specifically you were looking at as the altercation unfolded. Is that correct?
No.
Quinn talked about the emotions, just being in general. For you, just what's it like to have to go and compartmentalize, the game and get ready to play a game when there's so many other social things going on that you spoke about very heartfelt, very real, very genuine about?
I can only speak for myself. When I say this, I don't think it's that difficult for me. I'm able to do that. I'm blessed that I have that ability. Not everybody has that. Not speaking for my teammates or guys around the league, like not everybody's able to do that. It's just the way we are. So for me, I think it's tonight you play for Izzy. You have that emotion. For Izzy, there's I'm not gonna say that's why I did that. You know what I mean? But like you put your heart and soul into that, especially for situations like that. I think it makes you go even harder. Because at the end of the day, you realize the impact you have playing this game. You have the impact you have, like I tell you, with the platform I have and we have as a group. So, if anything, it's motivating. It's what we did in the bubble. We did that in the bubble. It's really what kind of, propelled us as a league, not even just myself or as a team. It propelled us as a league to keep on going. Maybe when we stopped, we kept going because of that, because we felt like we can, do things. So even to go out there and play a game, I don't think it really, affects. It wears on you when you're off the floor because it's like, man, like this is something that, is and I told y'all this morning, it's like it's unbelievable, off the floor. But once I get on the court, it's kind of like it's always been my escape in my life. It's kind of where I've always gone to. So once I get on the court, it's time to go.
Indiana had a lot of success tonight, of getting to the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds. Are those problem areas at this point, or are they just things you need to clean up?
Yeah, we just didn't play well. Like we've guarded guys really well, and all of us as a group, we just didn't guard necessarily well. When we did, we gave up another rebound, and then they would score. So it's hard to play 24 or 22 seconds of great defense, they get a rebound, and then do it again, and then on top of that, not make shots. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of compounding things, and we didn't execute well, and our offense got stagnant a little bit in certain instances that we can fix. But if we, like I said, I don't want the scuffle or whatever to get involved. Like we did a lot of things that we can fix. We put ourselves in a down 10, down 12 position, and we're going to go look at the film and get ready because Miami's not going to be any easier. It's going to be physical, and we got to be ready for that.
Obviously emotional, tough moment, but I did notice that, the fans started cheering. You took a quick peek and looked at the top screen, and, you were right there, gave a little slight smile. What's it like to have just the support of that fan base, the home base?
I didn't know what happened while they were smiling, so I kind of looked up to see what they were going at. For me, it's always great to have support, in situations like that. They went wild when they saw Rudy, rightfully so. He stuck up for himself. We stuck up for him. And, it's great that when the fans have our back and, we're always continue to have each other's back. That's why we play so hard, for each other, for this crowd and for this organization. So, it's easy to go out there and lay it on the line every night, even when you're dead tired. And that energy, how loud it got was like a playoff atmosphere. So it's just one of those things where it's like, man, even when it's not sold out, it's like, it's passion. There's so many different things behind it, and we definitely as players appreciate it.